I wanted to talk about this game from a realistic perspective, absent of nonsense commentary and incel agendas. What's the truth? I'm not a Ubisoft shill, I'm not a mindless hater either, but I am a Ubisoft game enjoyer. And I really do enjoy this game. I enjoy a lot of this game. But there are things that really, really suck. So, starting out with positives, the gameplay, scenery, stealth, combat, exploration of the open world, atmosphere, the cool factor, that shinobi fantasy, this game nails every aspect of that department in my opinion. The physical task of playing the game is so much fun. The combat is very engaging, it's challenging. The stealth on expert mode is realistic, and that's crazy to say about a Ubisoft game after the track record that their AI has gotten for so long. But they did a very, very good job. And you can't just, turn off your brain. You can use darkness and the removal of light sources to your advantage. Sound matters, and you can't just knock things over or play bullheaded, as Naue in particular. Yasuke also has very satisfying, very brutal finishers and special trigger bound moves. There's a wide variety of enemy types with different movesets, weapon types, combos, tools, and fighting 10 dudes while getting shot at from 3 teppos, 4 bows, and some random nigga throwing rocks at you. It's pretty tough, and it makes you feel overwhelmed pretty easily, which is very realistic. The viewpoints, chest locations, it's all very enjoyable, and it's a really impressive accomplishment that the team at Ubisoft Quebec has been able to pull off. However, there's two sides to this coin, because after the prologue, the story for me has fallen off of a cliff. The quest icons for missions are all identical. I don't know what's a part of what quest wheel in the objective board unless I manually go check. And the missions send you to random regions, and if you don't feel like traveling to them there and then, and you come back later, you'll often forget what the hell you were there for in the first place and why it's even important. The open mission structure, I think, does the already weak generic narrative a disservice, because something that's already difficult to follow along is made even worse by there being no linearity to the flow of targets. You do these quest lines completely out of order, and you constantly run into random targets that you've never met, have no emotional tie or desire to kill them. You just do it because game says bad guy bad. And while this doesn't make me want to get off the game, it frustrates me because it could be so much better if it wasn't a damn RPG. At the very least, make more unique icons to differentiate between missions instead of any mission being the same blue icon if it's not just an assassination target. As for the parkour, I'm not a parkour elitist, nor do I value single player open world games as a skills test like some really corny, just annoying YouTubers cry about all the time. But the parkour is fine. I do wish Yasuke could reach everything, but just slower. There are definitely multiple times where it behooves you to switch, especially the castles and fortress activities, because there's no way in hell Yasuke can climb those to get to the viewpoint. If someone has figured it out, I mean, good for you, but I'm personally not wasting my time. It's just really annoying. But the biggest offense and my biggest problem with this game inherently is the absolutely abysmal writing. The writing, voice acting, non-mocapped exchanges with constant fades to black, no seamless transitions at all. It feels so dated. None of it flows together. It's like you talk from your POV, then they talk from theirs, fade to black, then mine, fade to black, then theirs. It's like something from a 2015 game, and it's just annoying. Plus, the no headgear in cutscenes not being a player choice really is an annoyance as well. But the delivery of some of Naoe's lines is like if they told the voice actress to say every word individually, and then they just take a folder with all her takes of saying individual English words and splice them together to form sentences. Sometimes it is shockingly bad. It's not always. But sometimes you'll run into some cutscenes and somebody will approach you while you're just walking on the road, exploring the world, and you will finish that exchange and think to yourself, how in the world did this make it into the game? It is shockingly bad, and I wish I was exaggerating. And don't even get me started on that one Hattori Hanzo main mission where you find out about the assassin locations and to go investigate them. That conversation almost broke me. And the Ganojo quest. Oh my gosh, brother. That shit was so ass. It was so ass. I couldn't believe it, man. Like, who wrote that bullshit? Who wrote it? Fuck Ganojo. Dumb, retarded, disgusting, useless pig. That's what Ganojo is. He's a liar. He takes you on some wild goose chase, has you go steal from some guy. Meanwhile, the whole reason why he's dealing with any of these problems in the first place is because he stole from some dude that's important that was a subject of Nobunaga, and he was facing the consequences. Now, do I think the dude that was making him face the consequences may have been doing too much? Like, he killed his parents because he stole the katana. But at the same time, why are you proclaiming your own innocence to me, making me shed innocent people's blood, and then come to find out you're just a thief and you misled me, and I had to save his ass? Like, I don't even know. I think it's like 3-4 times he gets captured and Naoe has to rescue him. And the game still wants you to romance this asshole. He pissed on somebody's corpse. He's rude. He has no riz. He has no personality aside from just being a fuckhead. Oh my gosh, bro. I hate that guy. I hate Ganojo. I've never experienced an Assassin's Creed character before where I was like, wow, I hate you. I don't even want you on my team. The only reason why I did the quest in the first place was just to recruit him. But after I did it, brother, oh my gosh, I don't even use him off principle. I don't care if I'm going to die. I'll redo the whole shit. Fuck Ganojo. Man, that dude is ass. Anyways, yeah, whoever wrote that, they need to be fired. Because Grok could write a more likable, more convincing quest line than that cuck, whatever we actually got from his punk ass story. Jeez, that shit was ass. I'll link the video I did of the tail end of that quest and just my utter disbelief. It was a stream highlight that I clipped and just repurposed into a video. So I'll drop that down below if anyone's interested. But holy man, that was shit. I wanted to get off the game so bad after that, man. It was awful. Another huge negative for me are the open world activities of visit shrine, collect scroll for knowledge point, find samurai daisho. All of that BS is padding for the game to make you waste your time, and I feel like I have to do it for knowledge points, so I mentally can't skip them because I want to upgrade. Like, I want to get stronger, and they just force it. It's very unfun. I just sigh and get mad whenever I come across them because it's simply just a useless obstacle. It's like, man, now I have to just whatever map icon I was on my way towards, now I have to pump the brakes and stop what I'm doing and go do this so I can get the knowledge point to have the permission from the game to upgrade myself with my skill points that I earned from playing the game. It's just really annoying. I'm not far into the story, however. I work full time and I powerlift competitively, so balancing life with gaming and making content, I don't get to play nearly as much as I would like to. But all things considered, I am thoroughly enjoying my time in Shadows. I just think about what it could have been if men wrote this story and cared about telling something truly compelling with a focused vision. Instead, we got girl bosses writing a black behemoth and Yaya saying, "I'll show you how strong my faith is," when she's fighting people. It's just so devoid of testosterone, man. I don't hate Yasuke, I don't hate Naoe, but I don't want to be either of them. I wanted to be Connor. Connor is my favorite main character in the franchise. And I am biased because I'm part Native American, and Connor was like everything I wanted to be. He's a freight train. He's just big and intimidating and scary, and he's smart. I just really, really like Connor. I loved his backstory coming up as a child and everything with him, losing his mother, getting his whole village burned down, losing everyone he loved. And despite that, still trying to make peace between the Europeans and Americans and his people. And Connor is a good person. He really went through every length to try and mitigate casualties, mitigate damage on all sides. He's not a vindictive, scandalous person. But at the end of the day, Connor was a man. And I respected Connor. I was like, man, this dude is sick. I wanted to be Edward. Edward was a flawed man. He was a selfish man. But he was so cool, man. His story compelled me. Him wanting so bad to become something and to go privateer and go on these crazy voyages and have these stories. But then also feeling guilty because he has a wife at home. And using the excuse of, I'm going to go privateer so that I can make a life for us, when at the end of the day, Edward Kenway just wanted to go make something out of himself. It was very compelling, and I loved it. I wanted to be Ezio, just a dangerous ladies' man that didn't take shit from anybody. I wanted to be Bayek. I wanted to be this hulking, dangerous person that people respect and that is a public figure in the world. Instead, we get the most awkward, inoffensive, boring, just fucking lame protagonist with no personality or concrete character traits. None at all. Yasuke is a gentle giant, quote unquote, but then absolutely murders people that are doing their job for no real reason. It's a narrative disconnect. Only character trait Naoe has is loving her dad and being loyal to Iga. That's so lame in comparison to what we've had before. So it's a great game to play. It's a shit story so far for me. Before people get offended and want to start talking mess in the comments, for me, so far where I am in the story, it's shit. After the prologue, and the main narrative has really yet to pique my interest since the Nobunaga fight. But I love completing the coffins, Japanese Brotherhood lore. It's just a game with an identity crisis. Like, is it a full RPG like Odyssey, or is it an AC game? Is it meant for stealth and adhering to a creed? Or is it an action combat game? It just edges the real fans with lore just enough to keep us playing, but that's not enough long term. I don't think it is, at least. At some point, they have to write a full-blown Assassin's Creed story, because I haven't felt like I was a part of a group of assassins since Unity. And that was 11 years ago at this point. That's a long time, man, that you feel like you're a part of an Assassin's Creed. where you guys are following these tenets and you have these moral values of trying to maintain free will in society and stop these people from taking them away, i.e. the Templars. The game just feels so devoid of that. The word Templar hasn't even been used where I am in the game. Now, I'm somebody that just has to do all the icons, so I could be a lot farther along than what I am. That's my fault. Kind of like anime fans that like think that they have to watch all the fillers. I'm not one of those. I'll skip the shit out of a filler, especially if it's not entertaining. But in video games, I don't know. I'm just stupid or something. Like I have to do everything on the map. So I could be farther along, and I hope that the story pleasantly surprises me. The last set of string of missions that I did really enjoy was Yasuke's backstory and how he came in good favor of Nobunaga and was turned into a samurai after going through all the training and proving himself. I thought that was really compelling and probably biggest highlight of the game thus far for me personally, just narrative wise. But I do have faith in the game. I'm trying to hold out faith for this series. Hopefully the DLCs can really add some more lore and actually have some sort of continuity, because we're not going towards something anymore. Like we're just having Assassin's Creed games be made to sell Assassin's Creed games. There's no modern day, like, what are we building up to? Valhalla was really good at the very end of the game when you find out that Basim is alive and has somehow transcended death, and the whole thing with Layla and the staff and whatnot. And I guess Layla and Desmond like becoming the reader of how to stop the next cataclysm. I don't know. I was just really interested and really intrigued at the end of Valhalla, and I just don't know where the series is headed. The games are fun enough to play, but they haven't invoked that nostalgic Assassin's Creed bug that has just been in my brain for so long, for so many years. So I don't know. Overall, I'd probably give the game a solid 8.5, just because the gameplay itself is so polished and it's so fun to me. The narrative, man, and the voice acting and the scene transitions is bad. It's just bad. I don't know what else to say about it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe. It's road to 1,000 subscribers, so I'm really looking forward to hitting that milestone. Please let me know what kind of videos you guys would be interested in seeing in the future. And it has been TJX Shippuden. I will catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.